What's going on, everybody in the building, man? So today we got some packages in the building that I've been wanting to share with you guys and girls. Before we get into the big one, the Jordan 17, you know you're here for that, so I understand. But I want to show you this one particular shoe that I'm very excited for, and I actually posted this on my Twitter and got over 100,000 impressions, retweets, and all the above. And that is the Air Force One Oil Green. What's going on, everybody in the building, man? Today's video is sponsored by Manscape. Now, for quite some time, I've been enjoying the body buffer from Manscape, and it's been a great addition to the shower to help build up a nice lather, as well as a good exfoliator for my skin, getting rid of dead skin, and just giving a overall cleaner experience. And what could not be better to do that same thing on the body on my scalp? You guys can see I got dreads, and when having dreads, one of the most important things is keeping a clean scalp as well as a healthy scalp. Well, Manscaped has dropped their brand new scalp buffer. Now, it's pretty much all the greatness of the body buffer, but specifically for your scalp. You have here pretty much those bristles that are on the body buffer enlarged and beefed up for your scalp, which are 100% antibacterial, so no germs are hitching a ride on your head as well as on these bristles. And the bristles gently exfoliate your scalp the same way that the body buffer does, but on your scalp, removing all that dandruff, if you had any, dead skin, dry skin, and build up from any of those hair products that you may see out there. These bristles, along with some good shampoo, in particular the 2-in-1 shampoo from Manscaped, which is a shampoo plus conditioner, bring these two together, you're gonna get yourself a very good extreme lather all within the head. Less lather is less money you have to spend and less product you have to put in your hair to get you an overall great cleanse. And let's not forget that the fact that this itself just feels good on your head. I mean, already, even not in the shower, I might just need to just do this myself. I feel like I'm at the spa. I'm getting a great overall. I ain't gonna lie, I could go to sleep just doing that. I don't even need to be even in the shower, but with the shower, you know, you're gonna get even a more pleasant experience. And this also, let's not forget, gives a great stimulation to blood flow in your scalp. And with that great blood flow going on within your scalp is healthier hair. Let's not forget also, you have a little notch right here, so you can easily hang this bad boy up on your little accessories within the shower. If you have one of those, this also comes in handy. So with that being said, this is definitely a great addition for me. I think it would be a great addition for you. Manscaped is just covering all the bases necessary, and this is just another one that I can definitely add to my arsenal, especially with me being a dreadhead and me caring a lot about my scalp. Check out the link down below in the description and you can get 20% off right now this brand new scalp buffer. Trust me, it is worth it. Free international shipping as well as regular shipping, and 20% off. You really can't beat that. Trust me on this one. If you're someone that care about your scalp, which I think everybody should, you might not want to miss out on this, and add this one with the body buffer, you're good to go. Salutes to Manscaped for sponsoring today's video. So yeah, man, we got these bad boys in. These are a pair of Air Force Ones that I think personally are fire as hell. If you're in, you know, the early 2000s, you know, if you lived during that time, you know how much the patent Air Force One game, the see-through patent Air Force One game, all that was back then. Well, it seems like Nike is bringing something like that back, and there is no set release date on this particular pair, but it is stated that it'll be releasing in August. So we're just kind of waiting to see. So it may be releasing maybe going into next week or early September at the latest. The retail price point is $135, and you can see it here. It is a patent leather upper with your translucent gray outsole. Now, what is being called is the oil green. Comes in your typical Air Force One box, and it is a Air Force One 07 premium. So keep that in mind. Premium price at $135. The colorway is oil green and safety orange. So that's what you're gonna be seeing here. Now, the only thing this thing is missing at this point then is the 07 emblem, which I don't know why they removed it, but that metal emblem that was always on the 07 Air Force Ones, which is a instant classic. But this one in particular, bro, I saw these and I needed to get these, and these are definitely going to be going to the actual collection. Like, this is definitely the case. Now, it's patent leather. Yes, it may crease and all that. That part, I really just don't care. I've always wanted a pair of Air Force Ones that were patent leather. And there's probably been some that released so far throughout the years. Like, there's definitely been, one of them in particular was a pair I remember Bull had, which was a Japan exclusive that had came back out. But there hasn't been that many since then. I do know that Dot Swoosh did a collaboration with Nike on basically a seamless pair of Air Force Ones real recently as well, but I just can't remember the last time I've seen patent leather Air Force Ones release. It's been a minute. So with that being said, this one, I don't care if it sells out, whatever it does, just the fact that it's a patent leather, but then the colorway is phenomenal. These are gonna be instant classic pickups for me, added into the arsenal. There's no waiting to see if it goes for below retail. I'm grabbing them straight off the deck at the $135 price point. And if it goes, you know, below, then so be it. This one in particular though, I love the colorway. I love the fact that it's patent leather, oil green, safety orange. This pair in particular is fire. Now, as far as release date goes, there is not one yet set up. I've looked all over the net and it just says August, it says 2024 and fall. Those are the three different names I've seen. There are three different release dates: fall, August, and 2024. So like separate. So nobody really knows, but the fact that it's in my possession, I would say be on the lookout. Air Force One oil green, patent leather. These may be coming out next week or they may come out early September. They may be like a quick stripe. They're coming sooner than later. Stay tuned. And Soul Play will have pairs, so keep that in mind as well. So first come, first serve. I don't think this is gonna be a crazy release, but from what was posted on Twitter and the response I got, a lot of people were digging these. I mean, this is probably one of the biggest responses I've got ever on Twitter for a sneaker, especially one that's just a genuine Air Force One regular release, no special theme or anything attached along with it. Whew. Next up, we got something in, and this big old box, bro. You know, it's a lot. It's extra, bro. But I guess you gotta give it extra when you are getting extra. You know, at the end of the day, we're gonna put all this. Put this off to the side, but it does have the label Air Jordan 17 Retro Low SP Special Project, size 8.5, white / University Blue Chrome. This one, I don't want to hype, like I don't want to say this and then like the next time I say it again, but I can honestly say I think this one is, I'm a little bit more hyped up for this one than the previous one, and I'll tell you why. Ooh-wee! Off the rip. Ah! Jordan 17 University Blue. Oh my God. She is sexy, y'all. She is sexy. The Jordan 17 Low University Blue. Let me just set her up, man. Put it right here. Ooh. Put this right here, and let's just take a look at her. Man, she is nice, bro. She is really, really nice. Now, these are set to release on August 28th for a retail price point of $300. Now, this is the second Jordan 17 Retro of the year. If you guys remembered, I'll pull them out for you. Earlier this year, we had the Jordan 17 Low Lightning. Now, this one released, sold out. Pairs were selling for $600. Retail like $300, $600 was on the resale market. Since then, now we have the University Blue, the Carolina Blue, the UNC, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to name it. This is another classic monumental shoe, and a shoe that Jordan wore himself. These originally released back in 2002 and was worn during Jordan's time with the Wizards in 2002 to 2003. You got a lot of TPU, you got a lot of Phylon, you got I believe you got some carbon fiber in here, good quality leather. You got a little bit of everything. $300 is extremely high up there for a sneaker. I'm not gonna sit there and deny that, but at the same time, and it's not an excuse, but this is a very nice shoe with a very good amount of technology with inside it. Even the fact that it is what we're going on 22 years. yeah, 22 years. This shoe is 22 years old. It's still a very good shoe based upon its time when it comes to the traction, the quality, the comfort, everything about it. It's still a very great quality overall built shoe. Now the suitcase, as I stated before in the previous, this is the same size suitcase as the previous pair, the 17 that released a couple months back. It is a smaller, in my opinion, I feel like this suitcase is smaller than the original because I feel like the original had more in it within like the CD. It had like a CD in it. It had, I feel like a foam, like this type of foam. Where is it at? Actually, I think the foam is in here, but it's not all the way around. I believe I remember correctly, the foam like this was within all of the shoe. I actually have, I think, a 17 box downstairs, which we can probably do a comparison on, which I did not do on the last pair. But I believe there's a slight difference in the sizing of the boxes and just the overall package. Now, when it released back in 2002, I'm just taking a look on the secondary market, like StockX. They're saying that this shoe back in 2002 retailed for $150. That sounds a little low in my opinion. The reason why I'm saying that is because that is the Jordan 17 low, and then of course the Jordan 17, the regular model, that the high top model, because this is a low top model, that pair retail for $200. I'm gonna do a little bit more research and dive in on that to do the comparison of the two, but definitely the fact that this is a low, it does not have that overall like cover of the laces like the 17 high does, and it is a lower cut, and it has that extended like sock liner featured here. Now, with that all being said, when it comes to the Jordan 17 low, the university pair as well as the lightning pair, now from when I went back and looked, these originally released back in 2002 at a retail price point of $150, whereas the high top version of the 17, from what I saw, was $200. One of the main differences as well, though, is that the regular 17s came with the suitcase. The white and blue pair, the wizard pair, the black pair, or like the black chrome pair, as well as there was a white and red pair also that released, and all of those had came with suitcases. And they were actually, I believe, kind of color tone, one being like this pair was the wizard pair, was like this chrome version. There was a black suitcase that was for the black version, and then there was the red and chrome version that was for the red and white pair. The Jordan 17 low, lightning and university blue, did not come with a suitcase. It came in the Jordan box, which was the gray and black box that had Jordan's face with the lines through it. So there was a $50 discrepancy of the price there. However, when they brought back the 17 low, this pair this year, as well as this, they brought in the suitcases. The suitcases are also, I want to say, are slightly different in size. And I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get a 17 box to show you guys next time, because I can't think off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure people have already did the comparison. One thing that I feel like is a difference is that I feel like the box is like maybe the original pair. I feel like the box was like wider or like longer, and this one is a little bit shorter and smaller, but higher, like thicker. That's off the top of my dome. I can't fully remember, but also the fact to not forget is that the original pair did come with like a CD. It had more foam in it. So I just feel like that original pair from back then was slightly bigger than this pair right here, where this one is a little bit more hollow, taking up less space. You have the foam up here, but then all this is like a different type of foam, right? It's like it's thinner. I feel like the original pairs had this all within it as well. And we'll make sure, like, when we do the full-on in-depth review, that we try to maybe find if I can get a 17 box to do a comparison to show y'all the two differences here. But 150, now 300. 150 though, no suitcase, this box now coming with the suitcase. So compare that, prices, inflation, all the above. That's kind of like where we sit at with the price point on the two of those. With that being said though, however, when I compare the two as far as the quality goes and like the overall build, the leather for the most part, this part, the main part of the leather, are pretty much identical. However, there are some slight differences around, of course, the I would say somewhat of the tongue and the lacing system. This one features a nubuck where there is still leather with some slight dimpling going on the upper there. You also still have that chrome featured on the lacing as well as on the top lace, as well as featured here as well. And on the back portion, which you see here, the black pair is of a nubuck. This somewhat features some more of a suede. It's a little bit softer, a little bit more fuzzier in my humble opinion. The sock liner, pretty much the same you have there, and the laces, one of course being black, the other one being white, and you still have the Jordan brand lace tips, which for the most part still seem to be of a metallic material and not like a plastic. So the quality is definitely there for the most part. It's kind of pretty much in line and the same for both. It's more so, I guess, what you prefer, what you like of the two. If you like that yellow or you like that UNC University blue color a little bit more. Me personally, I have the 17 Lightning reverse or reverse Lightning. So this one is also still dope, don't get me wrong, because this is an original, but I think I prefer the UNC a little bit more. I think it's just a sexier, clean, it's a nice overall look. With that being said, based upon what I know so far, and I'm not saying this as a factual, I'm saying this as an opinion based upon information that I know and received, this shoe is gonna be more limited than this pair. I reached out to a couple of different people that have told me that pretty much what we saw with this, think of this, but then cut in half. So I think this pair may be a little bit more limited compared to that of the Lightning. I don't know stock numbers. You just gotta go based upon what, you know, take my information with a grain of salt, but take it as in, I heard one thing for this, and what I heard for this is that it's not looking like that as far as stock and quantity goes. And these are also going to be releasing the same exact way with the neighborhood friendly stores or the neighborhood stores out there. So be expecting this to be a little bit more of a ruckus, a little bit more of an issue, a little bit more of a problem down the pipeline when it comes to how this shoe is going to go out, release, and as far as its availability. I don't know why it was done that way, and I don't know for a fact if it is done that way, but from what I know, it's going to be a little bit more of a problem. With that being said, definitely another one to be added into the arsenal, to the collection. It is a $300 shoe. It's a very expensive shoe with taxes. You're going to be probably in that $325. Who knows how much, and then if you're paying for shipping, you getting damn near close to $400 at that point. Because shipping, to ship this shoe, you see how big that box is. To ship that shoe, you're probably going to be paying easily 20, 25, 30 bucks on top of the tax, which could be 20. You're talking about 50 bucks on top of the $300, with that being said. So it's gonna be a tough overall release and a very hefty price one, if you ask me. We're definitely gonna be doing a full on in-depth review on here. We'll get all the information, all the storytelling that's needed for that in-depth review. I just always love to give you guys my first initial impressions, thoughts, and opinions, and throw in a little bit of history in there if I can, but I would like to keep it always polished as much as possible for the review, and this more so being like that uncut and raw thoughts and opinions when getting them in. The bottom, of course, is shaped and inspired off of a golf course, and for the most part, it's a very solid traction, even though it's kind of odd and a little bit different. I love these shoes. They run for the most part on this I would say more on the snugger end. But with that even being said, I still have, these are, I believe, both for 8.5. So I take that little bit of crunch on the toe to kind of wear it in, and then I'm usually good to go. So keep that in mind. But if you don't like your shoes snug, I would say definitely maybe size up like half a size. That's just my humble opinion, but I like my shoes snug. I like my shoes snug, compact, still comfortable, but it helps a lot with the less wrinkling because of that overall tightness. And over time, it just breaks in when you wear it. But be on the lookout. August 28th, we will more than likely get this review out. If you're seeing this on like Sunday or Tuesday, it's coming ASAP, like within 2-3 days after this release. So keep that in mind. But let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. As always, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. The Jordan 17, this is definitely going to be a banger. This shoe probably will end up being like the biggest shoe. I mean, the Alma years are definitely dope, don't get me wrong. I think everybody hit on them, and that's why everybody's happy. This is going to be the most limited sneaker, I think, of this month, because I think the Alma years, there was a lot of pairs out there. So keep that in mind. I'm out, though. Love y'all. Peace.